What's going on, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna, and today's story, we're going back to when I was around, I think, 200,000 subscribers. So, this was fairly a long time ago. I mean, not like fucking years and years ago, but, a little while back. And I can't remember my exact sub count at the time, but I think I was around 200K or above. And I had my 100K plaque at the time, and I don't flex my 100K plaque. When people come over, I don't just be like, hey, you see that fucking plaque right there? You know what that symbolizes? That plaque represents every single person subbed to my YouTube channel that spams my comment section with Luna Watches Porn, motherfucker. I'm just fucking kidding. But seriously, I don't have people come over and I don't be like, hey, you see that plaque? Yeah, I have 100K YouTube subs. Like, I don't fucking do that. It sits there, and if people notice it and they want to know about it, I'll tell them. But this whole story involves my, 100K plaque, and it starts because of it. So one of my friends came over back around when I had 200K subs, and he asked to bring his friend over. He was with someone already when I invited him over, and he's like, can I bring my friend with me? I said, sure. I never met the kid before, but how bad could he be, right? Comes over, and he wasn't that bad at all. I met him, said what up to him, talked to him for a little bit, and then he came into my room, and he saw, my setup, and he was like, holy fuck, dude, you take gaming pretty seriously, right? I don't know if that was supposed to be a compliment from another gamer to another, or he was literally just calling me a fucking virgin, who was a complete and utter loser / nerd, but I took it as a compliment. I was like, yeah, I guess I do. I only really play 2 video games at the moment. And he's like, oh, that's dope, dude. I'm trying to get my setup like yours. And I was like, yeah, man, it's pretty achievable. Like, the setup's not that crazy compared to other people's. And then he looks up and he sees my silver play button on the wall, my plaque or whatever. And he was like, yo, what's that? And I was like, oh, this. And I grabbed it off the wall and I, handed it to him. I was like, it's the silver button. And he looks at it and he's like, 100K. He's like, do you have 100K on YouTube? I was just like, yeah, man, I do. And I thought that was a funny question because, I don't think anyone actually owns an 100K plaque without actually having 100K subs first. Let's be honest, this fucking day and age, people are probably stealing them and shit now. But anyway, I just said yeah, and I didn't tell him my exact amount of subs or anything. I just said 100K because it was easier. And I know I had more at the time, but I didn't want to sit there and, brag to him about my fucking YouTube subs or anything. But he starts calling me famous. He's like, dude, holy fuck, you're literally famous. Why didn't you tell me you knew someone so big? And he hits my friend on the shoulder. And my friend's like, I don't know. And I was like, dude, I'm not famous. Don't call me famous. I'm not fucking Justin Bieber. I'm not out here running from squads of paparazzi. Not at all close to famous. And he's just like, I don't know, bro. That's a lot of fucking people. I don't think you realize. And I was like, no, I do. Don't get me wrong. It's fucking insane. But I just wouldn't use the word famous. And he's like, I don't know, man. Maybe you're just internet famous or whatever. I was like, yeah, I guess if that's the word you want to use. Just making me feel more special than I actually am. And yeah, that was pretty much the end of that convo. Then we moved on to some other shit. Talked about YouTube and gaming and all that stuff. And what the process is like and stuff like that. And then they had to go because my friend had to go back home and he was staying at my friend's house. They weren't going to stay at mine. And they knew their way out, so I didn't have to go up and walk them out or anything. And I basically just said peace out to them and they started walking upstairs. Good day, right? And I feel like this part's important to tell you guys. I have 2 pairs of shoes that I wear a lot, the main pairs of shoes that I wear. And one of them is just a pair of dirty ass fucking Vans that are $40. And why am I telling you guys this? Why should you give a fuck? You really shouldn't give a fuck, but I'm just telling you because it makes sense later. So later in the night, I go upstairs because I have to take my garbage out, and I go to put on my fucking shoes, and they're not there. And I was like, the fuck? Where'd my shoes go? I always keep them in the same spot. I never put them anywhere else. And I check my room just to make sure, because sometimes I'll leave them in the room, or I'll wear them inside and I'll leave them down there. Then I check my other room, literally fucking nowhere, right? And I know which ones are mine because they have markings on them. I took a marker one day when I was bored, and I literally fucking drew all over them. So I know which ones are mine because they have stupid ass horrible drawings all over them. But anyway, I couldn't find the one pair. I was only missing one pair, so I put on the other ones, and I went outside, took the garbage out, and then I came back in and just called it a night. I was like, I'm not going to spend my whole fucking night looking for a pair of beat up Vans, that are worth bullshit. So I went to sleep, right? I wake up the next morning to 20 missed calls from my one friend, a text message from a random number saying sorry. I had no idea what it was for. And I had multiple text messages from my friend laughing his ass off, just completely in all caps. Dude, answer, this is so funny. Answer, LMAO, this is so funny. So I call him and he answers screaming. He's like, dude, are you awake? I was like, no, bro, I'm not fucking awake. He's like, I'm coming to your house right now. He shows up, gets out of his car, and I see my fucking shoes in his hands. And I was like, why does he have my shoes? What the fuck? He comes up to me and he throws them to me. He's like, dude, so tell me why yesterday, I'm just going to use a random name. We're just going to call the fucking dude that was talking to me about my 100K plaque. We'll call him Eric. So he's like, so tell me why Eric stole your fucking shoes yesterday without me realizing. I was like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, he stole your shoes. And today I noticed at my house that he had them. And I asked him why he stole them. He's going to sell them on fucking eBay. And I didn't know whether to laugh or be like, wait, what the fuck? So I just said, I was like, wait, why would he sell them on eBay? He's like, I don't know. He literally is convinced that you're some famous ass like pop star. He was going to try and get $400 for them. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And yeah, I got my shoes back, but I'm like, someone literally, he could have stole so many more valuable things to me, but he took my fucking Vans, my beat up ass shoes that looked like they were ran around the whole world in twice and then thrown into a fucking sewer for a day. Like straight up the worst looking shoes. And he was gonna try and sell them as like famous person shoes, bid now. Like what the fuck? And I didn't have the same amount of people subscribe to me back then than I do now, so like I have no fucking clue what they would go for back then. I'm gonna honestly ask you guys, how much do you think my fucking shoes would go for on eBay? Not even back then. Like, what if someone stole my shoes right now and put them up on eBay today? How much do you think they'd sell for? Because honestly, I think if anyone paid over fucking $10 for a pair of used beat up ass shoes because they think I'm famous, they need help. But yeah, it's just completely fucking unbelievable. Someone stole my goddamn shoes and tried to sell them on eBay for money. I don't even think anyone would have bought them, but still, fucking crazy ass experience. And the sorry text message was from him. My friend made him text me and say sorry because he stole my fucking shoes. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this fucking story about how someone literally tried to fucking auction my clothes on eBay as a famous person's. And yeah, I just leave a like if you enjoyed, I guess. Leave your fucking weird stories in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Peace.